Hi, folks. It's me again. And yeah, this is the second video for this year, so I'm back at it again. There's a lot of stuff going on today, and it's about everything. The banks collapsing, the Republicans trying to do whatever they can to destroy democracy as we see it in this country. And there's all kinds of stuff. The snow and the rain in California, the Northeast is getting all plummeted by a lot of things. There's so much going on. There's so much to talk about. But I wanted to bring up something I did a video about before about the U.S. Postal Service. Now, I had a lot of comments on the short video I did and the YouTube shorts, and they were talking about, and I was complaining about the post office, how they had messed up my priority mail that I sent to my daughter in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Well, it kind of turned out okay. She got what I needed her to get, but it took a little bit longer than it was supposed to be. But there's something I wanted to say about this, and here's the thing that made this really interesting for me, because after I made that YouTube short video, within about 3 or 4 days, I started getting notifications about where my letter was. So when I originally went to the post office, if you get a chance to look back at my history and my videos, you'll see that I went to the post office that day, the day it was supposed to be delivered, and they said, well, we're tracking it. And I said, well, where is it? Because I used the tracking system to try and identify where the letter was, and it was showing nowhere, and they couldn't find it. So I said, then it's got to be here. Can I get the letter back? And I said all of this stuff, and they said, no, the letter is gone. We sent it out the same day it came. But it never showed up anywhere on the tracking system. So finally, after I did the video, and there were a lot of people who were saying the post office this and that, the post office is not the best as it was. It's not even as good as it used to be in the 60s, okay? So the post office still has some problems to do, okay? So, and I wasn't bashing the postal employees or anything like that. I'm bashing the head of the post office, Louis DeJoy, the postmaster general. You know, we just need to get some more competent people to take his place to go ahead and do what the post office was doing so long before someone else was in the White House, okay? But enough said about that. But I do want to make this mysterious thing that happened to me just now since we moved into our new place. And we did I did a change of address from Illinois to Texas. That was last year. Well, actually, it was in last year I did it. And then within a few months, we moved to another address. So I did another change of address. Well, I got this from the Illinois Department of Public Services. It's the Illinois State Police. It's my FOID card and my conceal and carry permit all in one. Okay, so what Illinois did, they sent me an email saying that they're going to combine. In Illinois, you need a firearms owner identification card, which they call a FOID card. And you also need a conceal and carry card. So I had two cards before. And so what they were doing, they were combining the two cards. If I qualified for a conceal and carry and I had a FOID card, then I would just get one card. And they sent that to me. But this is the kicker. They sent it to me, and this is the address they put on here, 4876 West Heritage in Wadsworth, Illinois. And that was the address I used when I was in Illinois. That's the house I lived in for over 20 years, me and my wife, Candace, before she passed. But that's where it is. So when I retired, I moved to Texas, and we did everything differently and all that stuff. But my FOID card was still registered there. Even though I changed everything, I got a Texas driver's license. You don't need a FOID card here in Texas to carry a gun. They'll let you carry anything in Texas as long as it's got bullets, you know, and maybe bow and arrows. So I don't know. But, you know, the whole thing is, it's kind of like an open carry state. You just carry a gun whatever you want. You can shoot whatever you want. You don't need a conceal and carry. But still, Illinois does coincide with Texas as far as my conceal and carry permit is good here in Texas. And if I had a Texas carry permit, you know, it would be good in Illinois. So they're reciprocating that thing. But the interesting thing is, I got this letter and I got it in this envelope. And look at the envelope. There's no yellow forwarding sticker. It didn't forward this letter to me to this address where I live now in Richmond. Okay. There was no forwarding there. It was just addressed to me with this address sticking through this window here. It was just with this address in Illinois. And it came right to me. I said, wait a minute. You know, they usually have a yellow forwarding sticker saying this is forwarded from such and such. There was none. It was amazing. I called it a Christmas miracle because it's so funny. The letter came straight to me without going to any forwarding thing. and it came all the way from Illinois, and it came to me, and it just said my old Illinois address with nothing on the envelope. And then you can see and it's from the state police. Let me see if I can get that on the, yeah, it's from the state police, and the address was on there, and it was the address that I have on my card. And I looked at it when I saw the preview of the mail coming in. I said, how is this happening without a forwarded address from my old address? And this is the address that I had in Illinois. I can never figure out how that happened. The God is really good, because that's why I call it a Christmas miracle, because all of the people that had to touch this letter from Springfield to get it to me had to know that I live at this address now. And I'm not telling my address, okay? But, it's just a funny thing that happened. The post office did one thing right and all of the many things that they did wrong. And I'm not a basher of the post office. I'm just saying that the management needs to do a better job. And we'll talk about that on another day. I mean, it was just an amazing thing for this to happen. And I said, well, this is one thing that I can talk to my YouTube channel about and see if anybody agrees. But I've never seen this happen before. And this is from 3 addresses that I lived in. And this is the last address that I'll be living in for a while. And it just came straight to me from my original address where everything was taken care of. It's amazing. If anybody can explain how this happens, if anybody can explain, how the post office gets this directly to me, and all of the people involved in that, let me know. Give me a comment. Let me know in the comments or anything that you see there, and I do fess up. Now, my daughter did get a priority mail, so it did happen. It maybe took about 3 weeks, but it was priority, so I don't know. Okay. It's just something I wanted to share with you today. We'll talk about some other things, too, going on. Because, finally getting settled down, unpacking a lot of stuff, and I even cut the grass and everything like that. Owning a house is just a lot of work. I'd had it before, but guess what? I was younger before. And Daniel's in Seattle, so he can't help me cut the grass or anything like that. And Kenny is working every day and every night. So it's just me cutting the grass, and it's doing okay, though. Okay, folks, I'm just rambling now, but thanks a lot for listening. And just if you have any ideas how this happened, how the post office did that, just give me a reply in the comment section. Let me know. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, well, give me a thumbs down. But yeah, I'm back. And we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff coming up. Okay. Well, that's it for now. We'll see you on the next time.